welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about hospital pharmacy and its organization part 3. On our last session we already had discussed about the definition of hospital pharmacy, the function, organization structure of hospital pharmacy and also the location, layout and staff requirements. Today we are going to discuss about hospital pharmacists, their responsibilities and functions. On our introduction class on Introduction to Pharmacy Practice, we already discussed what is a hospital pharmacist. A pharmacist who are working under a hospital setting is called as hospital pharmacist. Let's see more information about hospital pharmacist. The hospital pharmacist should be an expert on medicines who advises on prescribing, administering and monitoring, as well as a supply manager who ensures that medicines are available through procurement, storage, distribution, inventory control and quality assurance. The hospital pharmacist will be a legally qualified registered pharmacist and he will be having expertise on dispensing, administering and monitoring the medications and medication therapy, and also he acts as a supply manager because he is storing the goods for pharmacy, that means the medications and medication related accessories and instruments. Then he will be procuring that, he will be storing it at proper storage conditions, he will be maintaining the distribution of the medicaments, he will be maintaining the inventory and he will be ensuring the quality of all the medicaments supplying from the hospital pharmacy. Thus, hospital pharmacists have become an integral part of the patient care team for both inpatient as well as outpatient care. The model for providing pharmaceutical care was initially developed only in a few hospitals all over the country, but it has expanded in nowadays to all the hospital levels ranging from district, regional or general hospitals and university affiliated hospitals. Let's discuss about the function of hospital pharmacist. As we know, the primary function of a pharmacist or a hospital pharmacist is dispensing of medications. So, under the prescription order issued by the physicians or the doctors, the pharmacist will be double checking the prescriptions and dispensing the medications. And the next one is formulating and reformulating the dosage forms. To optimize the patient therapy, there will be need for formulate the drugs or reformulate some dosage forms to ensure or to make the drug compatible to that particular patient. So this is also a function of hospital pharmacist. And the next one is patient counseling. We already had gone through patient counseling in our last session as well. So patient counseling is the effective counseling or the advices given to the patient regarding his therapy that include all the aspects of the drug therapy, the dosage, how to take the drug, how to administer the drug, what are the possible changes the body can show accordingly with the drug, or what diet has to be followed, what are the possible side effects. All this comes under the patient counseling. One other function of a hospital pharmacist is ADR reporting or adverse drug reaction reporting. So we know what is ADR. ADR is an unpleasant reaction that caused by the administration of a drug. So there is a possibility once a drug has been administered to the patient, he might ex experience some possible side effects or possible adverse drug reaction. So it is the function of a hospital pharmacist to report the ADR to the concerned authority before the specific or within the specific days. So the hospital pharmacist has to report the ADR in specified forms called suspected adverse drug reaction reporting form. We can discuss about adverse drug reaction and the method of reporting the ADR in our next unit. So let's move on to the next function, that is drug information. The hospital pharmacist also work as a source of drug information. He will be giving information about the drug not only to the patient but also to all the medical care professionals in the hospital. So the physician can or the doctors can seek information from the hospital pharmacist, the nurses, The caretakers, the patients all can seek information from hospital pharmacists regarding the drug and drug therapy. So nowadays, a specific unit called drug information centers are working on most of the hospitals. They will be enabling the drug information services, and a hospital pharmacist or a training hospital pharmacist or some PharmD interns will be or MPharms will be appointed as a drug information associate to provide the proper information on the drug to the persons in need. And the next function is participation in clinical rounds. Apart from all these functions, nowadays the hospital pharmacists also participate in clinical rounds along with the physician and doctors to ensure the pharmaceutical care and to ensure the optimum therapeutic care to the patients. So the next function of hospital pharmacist is drug distribution and control. Being the one and all in dispensing the medication, it is the primary function of the hospital pharmacist to maintain a control over the drug distribution system. Normally, hospital pharmacy is working under a chief hospital pharmacist or a pharmacy manager. So he has to ensure the proper drug distribution system under his pharmacy. And the next one is research activities. In these times, the hospital pharmacist is also involved in research activities and clinical trials that is ongoing on the hospital. And the next function is training and teaching. The hospital pharmacist will be giving training as well as teaching to the undergraduates as well as the trainees of trainee pharmacists in the hospital. One other function of hospital pharmacy is quality testing or quality assurance. The hospital pharmacist has to maintain the quality of the medications being supplied or dispensed from the hospital pharmacy. So he is all in control of the quality control, and he has to assure the quality of the medicaments being supplied from the hospital pharmacy. And the other one is overseeing the policies and procedures. There will be committees like pharmacy and therapeutic committee who will be maintaining or who will be formulating the policies and procedures of the hospital pharmacy. So a hospital pharmacy has to oversee the policies and procedures and has to ensure that the hospital pharmacy services are taking place in concern with these policies and procedures. And the next other function is managing the formulary. So every hospital there will be a hospital formulary which will have the list of all the medications being used in the hospital pharmacy or the hospital. So it is a duty of the hospital pharmacist to manage the formulary. Next other function of the hospital pharmacist is managing the medication stores. So the medication stores and the stock of the medication has to be controlled and managed by the hospital pharmacist. And the next one is medication budget management. So according to the hospital budget plan or according to the hospital pharmacy budget plan, the hospital pharmacist has to manage the medication budget without out of stock. And the next one is inventory management and report. So inventory means to collect and store all the medications and ensure that at no time there is no out of stock of this medication. So it is a function of hospital pharmacists to properly maintain the inventories of the hospital pharmacy, as well as the hospital pharmacy has to maintain a proper record and report of all these functions and activities carrying place in the hospital pharmacy. So this is the overview of the functions of hospital pharmacist that includes dispensing of medications, quality control, formulating and reformulating the dosage forms, drug distribution and control, managing the hospital formulary, patient counseling, adverse drug reaction reporting, drug information centers or drug information services, participation in clinical rounds, then inventory management and report, medication store management, medication budget management, training and teaching to the undergraduates and trainees, then research activities and overseeing the policies and procedures that has been formulated by the hospital. Next, we are going to discuss about the responsibilities of hospital pharmacist. The responsibilities of hospital pharmacist has been explained in this video in 4 categories for both inpatients and outpatients. That includes the central dispensing area, the responsibilities in patient care area, the responsibilities in direct patient care areas, and the responsibilities that is general responsibilities. So all these responsibilities are explained for both outpatients and inpatients. So let's discuss about the responsibilities of hospital pharmacist in a central dispensing area at first. So we are discussing these responsibilities for both inpatient as well as outpatients. So among the inpatient, the responsibility of a hospital pharmacist includes ensuring that all drugs are stored, dispensed correctly, then to check the accuracy of the dose prepared, to keep the proper records and preparation of bills, to coordinate the overall pharmaceutical needs of the patient care areas with the central dispensing area, to ensure that the established policies and procedures are properly followed, to maintain professional competence, to ensure the proper outcome and service, then to communicate with all pharmacy staff regarding the new developments and to coordinate the activities of this pharmacy area with the available staff. And that in outpatient services, the responsibilities include the pharmacist has to ensure that the drugs are stored and dispensed correctly. Then proper techniques are used in extraneous compounding. Then they have to maintain adequate records as well as they have to keep the bill properly. Then to maintain and preparing all reports of the services and materials provided to the patient, correct maintenance of the prescription files, and outdoor pharmacy should also have to be kept neat and tidy manner always. So these are the functions of a hospital pharmacist in central dispensing area. Next, let's discuss about the responsibilities in a patient care area. So this patient care areas includes the pharmacy units in each floor or near to the wards or in every floor. So those responsibilities include in inpatient care areas, the pharmacist has to maintain a liaison between nurses. Proper communication between the nurses is important to maintain a proper medication or proper pharmaceutical care. Then to review the drug administration in each patient as like the services given by the clinical pharmacist in a hospital. Then to provide instruction and assistance to junior pharmacists and to coordinate all pharmaceutical services on the running unit level. In case of outpatient services, the hospital pharmacist to periodically inspect the medication areas on the nursing unit and to ensure the adequate supply of drugs and articles, and they have to monitor the drugs. Then comes the direct patient care areas. So this direct patient care area is the areas where the hospital pharmacist and the patients or the patient's caretaker are coming in close contact or in direct contact. So in that case, the responsibilities of a hospital pharmacist include the identification of drugs brought into hospital by the patient. Sometimes when the patient has been admitted, he might bring some medication he has been already using. Sometimes he has been already in a medication and he will be taking that medications to the hospital. So the hospital pharmacist to go and identify and check the drugs brought in the hospital by the patient. Then also have to obtain the patient medication history and communicating all information to the attending physicians. Then to assist in the selection of drug products and their identities. And also have to monitor the patient's total drug therapy for the effectiveness of the therapy, has to check for the side effects, has to check for the toxicity, has to check for the allergic reactions or the allergies to the drug of the patient, and also have to check the drug interactions. Then the patient has to be provided effective counseling by the hospital pharmacist and also has to participate in cardiopulmonary emergencies in cases if needed. And in direct patient care areas, the outpatient services provided by the hospital pharmacist include counseling the patient on the proper use of their medication, to identify the drugs brought by the patient to the clinic and record the patient's medication history, then to participate in cardiopulmonary emergencies in case of needed, and also procurement and preparation of drugs needed, charting all the medications given, The general responsibilities of hospital pharmacist includes in inpatient service area, the hospital pharmacist has to provide in-service training and education for the pharmacists, the pharmacy students, nurses, and nursing students and physician and medical students to maintain the proper medications or to optimize the patient's medication therapy. And also the pharmacist has to provide information regarding drugs to the physician, nurses, and other healthcare professionals. Or this service is also called as drug information service. Then in case of outpatients, the general responsibilities of hospital pharmacists include coordinating overall needs of the outdoor service area and exercise control over such drugs, and to ensure that all the drugs are handled properly, such as storage of investigational drugs. Investigational drug means the drug that has been under a clinical trial, and to provide for in-service education and training for the pharmacist on the pharmacy items. So today we had discussed about hospital pharmacist, the definition of a hospital pharmacist, the functions of hospital pharmacist, as well as the responsibilities of hospital pharmacist in central dispensing area, patient care area, direct patient care area, as well as the general responsibilities of hospital pharmacists in both inpatient services as well as outpatient services. So with this section, our subunit, hospital pharmacy and its organization come to an end. So from next class, we will be discussing about adverse drug reaction. So that's all for today. Take care.